going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've had a video planned for XDefiant, days and days and days and days now. By the time I put this video up, the commentary is going to be a little outdated when it comes to, mentioning, oh, Season 2 is live and this and that and the thing, whatever. But the video topic is still very important, so I'm going to postpone it and still post it up for you guys because I think it's a really good commentary. But again, I had to push it back because some really hot information came out over on Twitter recently regarding XDefiant and the health of this overall game. And I'm going to be real with you guys. I think it's being blown out of proportion. I just had to keep it real. I'm going to read off the article to you all, let you guys see with your own eyes what was said by the CEO. But again, I think people are making this out to be a really dramatic, horrible thing when in reality, it's not that deep. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We do indeed post here daily at 8 in the morning Eastern time. Mostly some XDefiant right now, but obviously as Black Ops 6 slowly trickles out, we will be starting to discuss that game as well. So obviously hit that bell so you can stay notified on everything being posted on this channel. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I will be live today over on Twitch, starting around 12 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, if you guys are interested in any of that content, any of my live streams, like I said, you guys can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this article was put together by Tom Henderson, the same individual who came out and said that their leaked sources said that this game is going to be pretty much chalked after Season 3 if they don't turn things around. So I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, why are you believing any of this? You have no clue. But again, he's not really coming out with the leaked information or, where we have to trust his sources are legit. No, this is real, okay? This is the real deal. This is something that the CEO has said. But I will say, I feel like they're pushing it a little extra here. Everybody on social media, Tom Henderson himself, Reddit, everybody's throwing up the name of, oh, Ubisoft claims that XDefiant is way behind schedule, or, it's not meeting their expectations, so on and so forth, right? Something that's very clicky, something that makes it look like Ubisoft is absolutely devastated with XDefiant. But again, if you read deeper into the article, it doesn't even seem that massive. But here we go, guys. Ubisoft CEO, I don't know how to pronounce that, Guillemot, has confirmed that XDefiant has fallen behind expectations amid company struggles. This week, the news that XDefiant is struggling went somewhat under the radar following what is arguably one of Ubisoft's most challenging periods in recent memory. First, it was announced that Assassin's Creed Shadows is to be delayed until early 2025, followed by several announcements at the company as a whole, including Ubisoft's board launching an investigation into the company's struggles. As part of these major announcements, Ubisoft held a trading call update, during which Guillemot answered questions about why the company have reduced its second quarter revenue expectations by 30%. Nicholas Langlet of BNP Paribas asked, so the Q2 guidance, is it only Star Wars Outlaws, or is there something else underperforming in the portfolio? Guillemot replied, it mostly reflects the softer than expected sales for Star Wars Outlaws. We also had behind expectations for XDefiant, which we will give you a bit more detail at the end of October. He continued, to a much lesser extent, with a limited impact, was a lower expectation for XDefiant. So there you guys have it. Again, it's a lot more filler to this article here, but it's not really anything too crazy, just mentioning how the game should be released on Steam. That might help out the player count a little bit more. And I will say, I think adding the game to Steam would help out tremendously. And it'll really keep people up to date because, to be honest with you, relying on the Ubisoft launcher is just pure stupidity. Nobody likes the Ubisoft launcher. Nobody wants to use it. It's always a problem, and nobody keeps up to date with it. I guarantee if XDefiant was on Steam, although it would probably get review bombed by, all the haters, at the end of the day, it would be easier for people to access and it would be open to more individuals. I think that would be a good idea. But again, that's pretty much the rest of the article here. Nothing too crazy, and kind of going over the previous post that he made about how, obviously by the end of Season 3, it's all that stuff. I read the big chunk here, and ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you guys something. Does that really sound like they are massively disappointed and the XDefiant is really in the dirt right now? I'm gonna be real here. I really do think that people are riding the XDefiant hate train for just clout purposes. It gets a lot of clicks. I mean, all you gotta do is talk about XDefiant being dead, dying, it's a horrible game, and honestly, no matter where you're at on social media, you'll probably pop off to a certain degree. I just don't see it. The question was very straightforward. Again, they're asking if anything else is, was there to cause the underperformance of their portfolio. And the response saying it mostly reflects the softer than expected sales for Star Wars Outlaw. It mostly reflects, again, they were asked a question if anything else is, obviously to blame for, obviously them reducing their second quarter revenue expectations. That was the question. They want to know if anything else is to blame for them reducing their expectations for revenue. And they said it mostly reflects Star Wars Outlaws, meaning that the massive reason that they are, obviously lowering their expectations is because Star Wars flopped. But again, the question still asked, is there anything else? So realistically, they're still going to answer. They're going to throw some other stuff out. And clearly, XDefiant, is one of their main games. It just had a massive drop. Tons of people were talking about XDefiant. So clearly, they're going to go ahead and add that into the mix as well. And they did. But, again, I'll read it one last time. It mostly reflects the softer than expected sales for Star Wars Outlaws. We also had behind expectations for XDefiant, which we will give you a bit more detail at the end of October. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I get it. I completely agree that Ubisoft is probably disappointed with XDefiant, 110%. But people are blowing this out of proportion everywhere on social media like this is the downfall of this game, when they did not make it clear that this was the major reason why they are reducing their, revenue expectations. They're reducing it because they're flopping everywhere else across the board. As a company, they are turning into shite. And although I don't think they're going to be destroyed because they are a massive company and more than likely they will bounce back at some point in time, maybe not extremely to a good point, but I can't imagine them, being out of the picture anytime soon, especially with all the IPs that they have. They'll get somewhere, obviously, and they're probably never going to be as big as Activision and EA and all of them, but they'll live on. They'll live on. But the point I'm trying to make here is that this company isn't flopping because of XDefiant. Some probably very cheaply. Let's be real here. Do you really think that Ubisoft pushed out a massive budget for XDefiant? I want you to be so honest with me, okay? Realistically, it probably didn't cost that much to produce this game compared to any of their, other massive projects. So in my eyes, this on their portfolio is probably on the lower end of things that they're worried about cutting right now. They have massive projects flopping, absolutely getting destroyed here. So yes, that's what's hitting their revenue. Okay, that right there is what is hitting their revenue. And XDefiant, on the other hand, it has players. From what I'm hearing, it's basically able to pull in 100,000 plus every single day, which is honestly, in my opinion, really solid. The problem that they're having now is converting 100,000 plus people into 100,000 plus dollar bills. They can't manage it because the skins aren't worth the money. People, once again, are blowing this whole article out of proportion, making it seem like it's a massive, huge deal, when in reality, XDefiant is literally just around the corner from being able to be profitable. All they got to do is up their skin game. And they said it time and time and time again that all they want to do is make sure the game is running, it's functional, and it's good before they put in major time and prioritize the skins. Now, again, I mentioned in my video before, it's odd because, you would think since a lot of the time these teams have specific teams like art teams to work on these, skins and stuff of that sorts, you would think that they would be able to, still make something nicer, but it is what it is. I'm hoping that as time goes on, and time is going on here, Season 2, the Battle Pass content, way better than Season 1. Between weapons having tracers, cool animations, the M16, the new one that you have, if you dump out the whole mag, you break it. You basically just punch the mag and it shatters and you put a new one in. It's so cool. They're stepping up their game, and we're in Season 2. If they continue to polish off the netcode, they make it solid, the game is playable, then they step up their content game when it comes to microtransactions, they could completely turn things around. And I guarantee you, Ubisoft wouldn't even be looking at this game any other way. There are games who have a fraction. There are games out there that have a fraction of the player count that XDefiant has that are still running till this very current day. That's what I don't understand. People are so quick to say that this game is going to be shut off so fast. But like I said, other games run for longer, and they can barely even hold anywhere close to the player count that XDefiant has. They will let it run for a little while here. It's not guaranteed it will run forever. At some point, yeah, they might cut it off. But they have time, in my opinion, to get things running and then hyper-focus the skins. And if the skins don't sell then yes, we're in for a world of pain, ladies and gentlemen. We are legitimately in for a world of pain if we can't get good skins in this game after that point. But until then, just buckle up, calm the heck down, relax, and enjoy the experience if you do enjoy the experience. And if you don't enjoy the experience, I don't even know why you even bother viewing anything revolved with this game. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. I want to talk about that as well because, Jev just put out a pretty good video, man, where he discusses how people react to games nowadays. And it really is pathetic. People are extraordinarily pathetic. It's sad to see nowadays, but it is what it is. Again, we might make some content about that in the near future. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And like I said, I do have another video dropping tomorrow that, in the beginning of the video, I'm talking about Season 2 and stuff like that. It's because I pre-recorded it a little while ago. It's a really good commentary, trust me. Once you get into the commentary, it's phenomenal. But I just didn't want to redo the commentary. I just didn't want to. I thought it was really good, and I thought if I redid it or retook it, it just wouldn't be as solid. So I'm gonna hold on to it. It's gonna be up tomorrow. Just keep your your ears open for some of the weird commentary bits that don't fit the time period. But as always, subscribe, hit that bell, and if you guys want to check out my live stream, I'll be live over on Twitch starting at 12 p.m. Eastern time. You guys find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.